call the meeting to order. Board member roll call.
Carl Strohmeyer.
Jamie Alexander.
Mike Gardner.
Brian Harris.
We all rise for the pledge of allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the agenda. I'll entertain a motion for that.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second that motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Public comment? Any public comment, Hannah? Okay, approval of minutes. Minutes of September 11th. I don't think we have enough Jeannie and I were here, so we still don't have a quorum to approve those. We'll have to bring those back. Minutes of October 9th, 2025, select board meeting. I'll entertain a motion for that.
I'll make a motion.
Second that motion.
Have a motion and a second for October 9th. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Accounts payable, October 17th, $36,169.49.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion, questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Accounts payable, October 24th, $75,787.10.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions, correction? All those in favor?
Aye.
Payroll, October 17th, $11,325.06.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Payroll, October 24th, $11,923.91.
Motion to approve.
Second.
The motion, I have a second. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Updates from town officials. We didn't have anything, right, from, in our packet. I do have one thing, I got an email today, and I'll read the email, actually. From Shasberry State Police. So I just want to share this, it's from Seth Loomis. I wanted to inform you of recent change in command at the Shasberry Barracks. Lieutenant Casey Daniel has assumed the role of station commander at the Rutland Barracks, and I have been appointed acting station commander here in Shasberry. As chair of the select board, I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and ensure you have my contact information should you need anything or have any questions. Please don't hesitate to reach out at any time. And he has forwarded his numbers to me for his work number, and obviously we already have the other one, and I have his email. And that just came in today at 1:02.
Congratulations, sir.
So that's all I have, actually. Act 250 and Act 181, discussion and possible action. Fred's not with us tonight, but Brian's here. Talk about that a little bit, if you want to.
Yeah, that's fine. So if you're ready, so anyway, the BCRC came down and talked to us. And some representatives, and they did a little presentation to us, and in a nutshell, essentially the state is looking to make it easier to get permitting, so you can bypass Act 250, but it is very narrow in scope. It essentially has to do with getting permitting for building multi-unit housing on smaller pieces of property. But the caveats to those are you need to have water and sewer to make it easier. There's only a small portion of Pownal where that applies to. And so there's no deadline to join. You can join at any time. They were just looking to try to see what they could get interested communities around to do it all in one shot. The planning commission recommended that we don't participate in it, only for the fact that it doesn't really apply to many properties in Pownal. And it would, in our mind, we don't think it would be worth it to put the extra burden on our current zoning administration only because it's a stipend position. So essentially Mike knows he's our current zoning administrator, works full-time. With help from town staff, we just feel it might be a bit of an undue burden. But we did tell them that they're welcome to go before the select board and make the same presentation, that ultimately it is the select board that makes the decision. And if the select board decides they wish to pursue this, then so be it. The planning commission will go with whatever the select board wants. But we personally didn't see the benefit to it at the time we had our meeting. We're not prevented from joining up at a later date if circumstances change in Pownal. So that's it in a nutshell.
Just because we say no now, doesn't mean we can't say yes later.
Correct. And they were willing to come down and do a presentation to the select board, but I think they would wait to see if the select board requested it.
Do we have any property owners or residents requesting this?
Not that I'm aware of. They weren't aware of any big projects that were trying to do it. They tried to use the example that there was one person or one group in Shaftesbury that took advantage of this, that was able to save, I think $10,000 or $20,000 in permitting fees. Pursuing it locally, but completely just different circumstances. It was an already established project. It's a deep pocket project. I don't know the specifics, they didn't share. It's all available in the public minutes and in the meeting if anybody in the public wants to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the short of it. I was not better prepared because I thought Fred might be here today.
Of course.
I just found out toward the end of the workday that he wasn't.
Well, and Fred had versed us on this in our last meeting as well. Does anybody have any feelings on this, on the board?
So long as we don't have, we are not tied into whatever our decision is. I think as of right now, we're best off not opting in. And then opting, if somebody comes up with a project and says, hey, it would be better for us and the town if we opted in on this and then we opt in.
There was a whole two-tier thing they presented to us. And essentially entire part of tier one did not even apply to us because we don't have the infrastructure for it. So then the tier two, what would apply to us was so narrow in scope, we didn't see the benefit to it. You were still required to abide by all the 250 regulations. You're just basically putting the approval process at the local level.
And they can turn around and come back and say, no, you didn't do that right.
I specifically asked if there was like some kind of punishment, like what if we did something wrong? What if we denied somebody that should have been approved or vice versa? There is an appeals process and right now there's no punishment structure if you do something wrong,
Right now.
as long as you're acting in good faith.
I read the minutes from your meeting. So, my gut feeling right now is, well, not even my gut feeling, my opinion is we task our boards and commissions with certain things, right? Whether it's the planning commission or the DRB or whatever it is. So our planning commission has given us a recommendation after some pretty, what appears to be thorough research and questions, reading your minutes. My opinion is that we go along with our planning commission because that's what we tasked them with. And if we're not gonna go along with their recommendations.
What do we have a planning commission for? Why do we have
Why
a
do we have a
diverse
planning commission? That's my feeling.
I agree with you.
And I think that after reading the minutes from the planning commission meeting with BCRC on this, I think there were some questions that were asked. I think they were answered. I think they were great questions and I couldn't come up with a stone that wasn't turned, Ryan. So kudos to our planning commission, but that's mine. Is we accept their recommendation,
Do I make a motion that we accept planning board's recommendations
not opting.
and do not opt in at this time?
Do I have a second for that motion?
I don't know if it's appropriate if I second on this.
I'll second.
I have a motion and I have a second on not opting in at this time per the recommendation of our planning commission. Any more discussion? All those in favor of not opting in? Aye.
I will abstain.
And I respect that. And thank the planning commission for,
It was definitely, it was a thorough discussion and I found it entirely interesting and it's worth watching. I mean, we ramble a little bit, but that's what we always do.
I read the minutes. And it was, seemed to me there was, couldn't find a stone notice that it wasn't turned over, so I thought it was very productive.
The important thing is like, we can join at any time, so we're not locking ourselves out. That was the big thing.
Well, that's what I think. If we have a big project that comes into town, we can opt in. It's gonna save a big project manager.
Yeah, if it's a make or break on a project, we can join.
That's right. That's right. So that was the big thing for me.
Who knows, maybe something might happen in the racetrack in the next 2 years.
There's multiple pieces. Okay, Conservation Commission fundraising idea discussion and action. Leonard Cody of the Conservation Commission had an idea to do an art-related fundraiser that would benefit the Conservation Commission. He had the idea to contact local artists to donate artwork. Then he and some others, and likely myself, meaning Tara, will organize an event either at the town offices or the library or school. There's a program similar to this in New York that has worked well. We would come back to the board with further details as we have them, but we wanted your blessing to get started on the planning aspects. So it sounds to me, without having Leonard or Terry here, it sounds to me like would be like an auction type of thing where a local artist would donate paintings or sculptures or metal artwork or whatever, and then it would be raffled off or auctioned off or something along those lines.
Okay.
Right? I think there's a couple of questions here. And I think your questions that can really be answered very easily, but these are questions that popped up in my mind, right? When the Conservation Commission gets some money, who's gonna be following that money? Where it's gonna go to the treasurer? How's that gonna work out? Ultimately, it comes back down to us, and I'm not questioning their integrity, just how that part of it would work. And what are they gonna use the funds for? The signage, I don't know. It's just, and maybe they don't even really know. I think it's a great idea. I'm all for it. I just think there's a couple of questions. But I don't think those questions can even be answered at this time until we say, okay, let's look into doing this fundraising.
I guess we need to move forward in order to find out exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we should do that because I also like the idea, but again, same thing, where will the funds go? Will it go to fund a project that the Conservation Commission is working on or to the commission itself? So, yeah, I like it. I think I think it sounds great. I just agree. We need some answers.
Yeah, and I think they're very simple questions, and I think there's a really simple answers for them. We just don't have it.
If we could just.
And they probably don't have it.
Do we turn around and just send a question or are these two questions back to the conservation and say, hey, we just had these two questions on it. Could you answer them for us?
Yeah, I'm just curious, do they want it just for general purpose to do whatever, or do they have a specific project in mind? If
Right.
they have a specific project in mind, I would imagine we could have a separate budget line item created for the funds to be transferred into. I just don't want to see money given to a commission to do whatever without some kind of idea what is intended. I just,
Well, I think that's one of the questions, right?
I'm not opposed to it. I'm
No.
not wording it correctly. I just want to make sure like we know what's gonna happen.
Well, and I think that's certainly something that's easily answered, right?
Yeah,
All of these questions are easily answered. I personally think we should go ahead and give them an opportunity to get this thing started and planned, and then bring this back to us before it goes into effect, before they ask the artist, if and we can ask some questions at that time, and maybe they'll be prepared and boom, they'll come right in here and have all the answers.
I think it's similar to Recreation Committee, Parks and Rec. They have a line item
Yeah.
for what they get for fundraising.
Is this basically, is it a general fundraising? Is it fundraising specific for that art?
Well, I don't think how would we know? We don't have any.
Correct, but these are questions for the conservation.
I think we should give them give them the go ahead to start the planning process.
Yeah, come before us with a plan.
Come forth with a plan.
That's right. You know, why waste their time on a plan if we're gonna say no to whatever plan they have? So give them the blessing to go ahead, start a plan. Come forward with a plan, and at that point, we could say, absolutely go ahead, or whoa, wait a minute, we don't like that idea. Right, as a board, but I think until you give them that opportunity to start the planning process. You're tying their hands.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea
Yeah.
and we can.
It's an opportunity.
And.
Yeah.
Answer to that, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. If it's an opportunity for them to raise some kind of budget money to do projects with that doesn't come directly from taxpayers, I am all for that.
Right, for sure. Okay. Do we need a motion on that?
I don't
I don't think so.
So.
We're basically just telling them, be like, hey, come back with a plan.
Come back
Make of the plan.
and go from there. It'll be in our minutes if anybody questions it. We all agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On that, we
it's
don't.
not permission to have a fundraiser, it's permission to plan something to present to us to get permission.
Correct.
Okay. Me go tonight. Stay in tech proposal, did everybody read that? It's, for the work at the transfer station, they do the well sampling and help with the plans, et cetera. She forwarded the agreement to us already, just needs to be accepted and signed. Did everyone have a chance to read over that agreement?
Yes.
Excuse me. What's your pleasure?
Motion to accept the agreement. Between Pownal and Stantec. Sign the agreement.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Any more discussion on that? All those in favor? It looks like there's only.
Just this chair
the
time.
chair, yeah, that's what I was looking for, Brian, to see if there was more. Pages, but I don't see it, so it's just a bunch of paper, so I'll sign there after. Employee evaluation follow-up and plan. All of the employee evaluations happen except for mine for the zoning. I think maybe it would be good to do his with the planning commission, since they make a recommendation to the board for hiring. Or the select board could do it as they did the others. Please discuss and decide, whichever. We'll schedule whichever. It doesn't matter to me. This is a board decision. I don't think Tara's just, recommendation to have the planning commission is a bad idea.
No, I think it's a good idea.
They do the hiring of the zoning administrator.
Yeah.
So I'm comfortable with either way, but I think that's probably a good idea. I don't think it's ever been done that way. But I think it's a good idea.
We'll make a motion to have the planning board do the employee evaluation for the zoning administrator.
I'll second that motion.
Any more discussion?
So just to clarify, you're motioning for the planning commission to do the evaluation completely independent or in
No, independent.
cooperation with the select board?
No, independent.
Okay.
Okay, good question. I think that this should, I think it should go. You put it in the minutes, so this happens every evaluation period. With the planning commission, so for consistency down the road.
Yep.
Right, and then so I don't know if you want to amend that motion so that the planning commission is the one who always does. The evaluation for the.
I will amend my motion and insert that from now on, that the planning commission is the party that will do the employee evaluations for the zoning administrator.
Do you want to put a due date in there?
To do it by,
Yeah,
when's all of our other ones due, Hannah? Do you know?
We did them in spring, I think.
Okay,
Or summer,
Maybe.
they kind of ran together.
I think-
planning commission just met on Tuesday, so they're not gonna meet for a couple more weeks.
okay. Do we wanna,
The planning commission, so because the planning commission has me coming in December 2nd
Okay,
anyways, for just a, I know what you're saying. You're right, they're not gonna meet because they're gonna miss one meeting because of election day.
yeah,
Then they're meeting in November, but that's a packed meeting agenda wise. Because they want me in here on the, I think it's the 2nd of December for something totally unrelated to this. So. And I don't care when it happens, okay, you know, that's
And
not,
we can turn around and make it every December.
and that's fine. It
But
doesn't,
I don't know if it really matters as long as it gets done every year.
well, so the zoning administrator position comes up. In August, I believe, Carl.
Okay,
All right, I'm pretty sure that. The next, and I don't think it's August of 27 or 26.
so do you want to have it before that?
I think you should have it. I think you should have an evaluation. Like we do the other ones in July.
Okay,
I think the other ones are done in July.
done before August 1st. I'll amend,
Just my-
a motion again,
Okay.
and say that those evaluations for the zoning board administrator must be done before August 1st.
Yeah, and I would like the planning commission to do one. For that August 1st one too.
oh, obviously, right, I don't wanna put it off until
No,
then.
no, I'd like to have it done now. You know,
All right, well, that's,
so. But I think that's a good motion to have, but we can do one now for sure.
well, would you rather the select board do the one now and schedule planning commission?
No, I want, no,
But it's not my, I'm not gonna vote on this.
I think that we just right straight.
When I say you, I mean you as in board.
I think the board should be those planning commission should be the one that does it now, cause it should have been done before.
Agreed.
And then again, before August 1st. And I think that's the way it should be.
Hmm.
So I have a motion, I have a second for that, right? All those in favor of that,
I,
abstain? Staff appreciation. This year for the staff appreciation and holiday celebration.
any two items at McDonald's.
Yep, it's always been at Water Street. Tara would like to go to a little bit nicer place where they, aren't so jumbled in. She kind of does head this up. The country club has offered their fireplace room for a use fee of $250 on December 12th at noon. The place we usually go is very accommodating, but a more formal and private setting will feel more comfortable for some of the people, and I'm sure that's true. Comes out of the select board expense line, and although it's a little early, just trying to plan ahead as much as possible.
Which country club?
Mount Anthony Country Club.
Okay,
I was thinking the same thing, I'm like, which?
I was thinking the same thing too.
Is it, do you know if it's Mount Anthony?
Yeah.
It is, I would assume, just knowing the fireplace room there, so.
Honestly, I'm really surprised it's only $250 to rent the fireplace room.
Well, I think they gave us a really reduced rate. I don't think it's only $250.
Well, the $250 is just the room, then it's gonna be the cost.
Oh, yeah,
Food and stuff.
cost of the food, but, which is normally. Going from memory, I think it was around $800 or $900. Does that sound right to you? The last couple of years, right?
Are they around about $30 a plate?
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
Some people don't go, you know, but I think it runs roughly around $800 or $900 the last couple of years.
Well, we have money in the budget,
Yep.
and it's a small token of appreciation to the town staff and town employees,
Mhm.
so I'm fine with it.
I've attended the last 2 years.
If it's at the country club, I might be able to actually go because it's a closer drive.
Exactly. And I've attended for the last couple of years and, as a zoning administrator, but I also obviously pay attention to, as the select board chairs to our employees, right? And I think it means a lot to the employees of the town to have that one, not that we don't appreciate them every day, but that one token where they can actually see that the select board appreciates everything that they do.
Yeah.
Right, it's,
I think that
so. I'll entertain a motion to move forward with that.
Make a motion to approve moving forward.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I,
All right, any public comment, you know?
Jim has his hand up.
Hello, people. Jim Costas, North Mason Hill Road. Good evening. First of all, I'm curious. I looked on the website because there was a discussion about the annual review of the zoning administrator, and it's showing that Mike expired in 2024. And so I'm assuming that he's not the zoning administrator now based on the website, but I just heard him say that he is the zoning administrator, and I'm confused on the discussion that happened for the review that Mike is zoning administrator, or even being these, I mean, and yes, he's on the select board, but he kind of led the whole discussion of when the review should all happen. I just think he should have accused himself with the whole situation, and the other board members should have come up with the decision of when it should be approved. The second thing is, I'm just curious about the Stan Tech proposal. I'm not sure where this whole proposal came about. I know that there is someone, and unfortunately, I don't remember. There's a lot going through my mind these days watching your meetings and stuff, but there is someone down there that's doing evaluations of the whole landfill, and I'm just curious if someone maybe could just email me back when the discussion came for the Stan Tech to present to the town a proposal. Just so that, or even tonight, it could have been kind of a review of when did the proposal get requested and why was it, a little history on everything. Instead, there's no website, or there's no way to see the proposal on the website because nothing is put up there for tonight's meeting, not even the agenda. So I mean, unfortunately, that happens constantly. There's just no, all the documents that are given to you guys should be on the website so people can participate in this whole discussion. And it just kind of flies by the seat of your pants to just have something put in front of you, say yes or no. If the common word is, did everyone review it? Well, people don't get a chance to look at it. So I'm just curious if we can kind of do a little bit more to let the people know what's happening in this room. I mean, other than what's happening behind the closed doors, I'm still questioning executive session back on a contract with emergency services. And go ahead, Mike, let me know when the 3 minutes is up and I'll be fine. But I mean,
No, keep going, Jim. It's fine.
It's
Just keep
it's all
going
right,
ahead.
but I mean, it's just, there's meetings on contracts, but when the meetings are over with the contracts, all we hear is, we came out of executive session, everyone approved, and that's it. No one knows how many contracts are out there that are being discussed. All we ask is that you give us a little bit more information when you go into executive sessions and when you come out of executive sessions. And if you guys don't like a contract, let us know you don't like a contract. And if there is a contract you do like, then when you come out, you vote on it, and that's all that happens. But it's just that we're constantly doing things that no one knows what's happening with this board. Thank you very much and have a good night.
thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
So Jim, just to answer your question, that I was reappointed when my term was up. And I don't remember exactly when it was, 24, I believe. I don't know, but I was reappointed for 3 more years.
Thank you.
Any more public comment here?
Scandal.
Okay.
A massive operation that swept up NBA stars.
It says 2027,
NBA
and that's right on the town website.
Jenny?
Hi, Jenny Pownal, Jenny Dewar. I wanted to just stop in because after the meeting, we've had so much contention over the years, and that's been unfortunate, but I want to say that after the meeting where that unfortunate situation happened right at the end, I was really, really heartened by everybody in the room, no matter where they stand politically, locally, or nationally, just surrounded our select woman who had been attacked. And it gave me hope that, the things you guys both said were so amazing. And it gave me hope that Pownal doesn't have to follow this division that our country is in. And I really appreciated that everybody stayed after to do that. And so that's all I wanted to say. So it was a really, really nice moment. Thanks.
Thank you, Jane.
Janie.
Thank you.
And I don't know how to put my hand down. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Just waving.
Zoom illiterate. Oh, okay, got it.
There you go.
It was
Just
gone.
work.
I was back. You have another question?
No,
Down.
I'm gone.
Do we have any more public comment, Hannah? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I mean, it's a public comment, but
Sorry.
Go ahead.
yeah, great. I know that we have been, I'm sure that you guys have gotten emails as well, and this ongoing public conversation about forming a committee to study what to do with the old town hall and that property. I just wanted to remind people that we did mention that we will pick that up at our first select board meeting in November. And we will come back to that and come to some sort of decision and plan, I think, to actually move forward. So,
I think that meeting is December, looks like the 13th.
yeah.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 13th. It was our first meeting in November.
Is that before or after the first day of hunting, Mike?
Oh, Carl, that's.
In November, that's what you face the date that.
Not select board, unless I'm out of town, the select board takes precedence over that, so it always has, unless I'm out of town.
I will make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll second that.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Good one, Carl.
Record.